Hello, everyone. So it's Rafael again. Thank you, Jelle. Yali, can you please show a little bit about the live diagnostics? I just want to add to the Hotspotty Connect that we have partnered with RAK, Mainted, and Jose is here. He's gonna talk a little bit more about this. But we are planning to also have some diagnostics in our app displaying to in the future to display to MNTD users, so they can also check all the options that we have now in our web page. So if we can just show to the people what kind of information we are displaying now, would be great.
Yeah, so when you go over to, for example, app.hotspotty.net again, and I will just choose a random hotspot here. In this case, I choose one from Galchip, because this is the only integration that we have at the moment. You will see this show diagnostics option over here, and it will give you like a lot of information that is relevant to this hotspot. So you get information regarding the connectivity, about the hardware, the software. I mean, this is very nice to quickly check if something is wrong with your internet connection. But sometimes it's just cool to see what kind of like SD card is in one of the other hotspots, or what is the temperature of this current hotspot, like so on and so on. It's also good to like check if your hotspot is behind a certain firmware version. You can always check it via here. So yeah, this is where you can find the remote diagnostics for minted and RAK devices.
Yeah, it was really good. Thanks, Jelle and Jose for providing the data.
Okay.
Yeah, I think now we have Jose. Jose wants to explain a little bit more. Thank you, Jose, for being here with us. So now it's your time. We invited you just to explain why this partnership is gonna be helping Minted users, and we are going to provide all this information and much more in the future for free for them. Yeah, feel free to talk a little bit more for the main reasons for this partnership.
Of course, yeah, I'll be happy to. Can you hear me right? Okay. Yeah, so RAK decided on this partnership because we wanted to offer data on our hotspots to our users. This has been a very, very highly requested feature. People just want to know what's going on inside their hotspot without pairing over Bluetooth. But at the same time, we had to make sure that the information was secure. Like, there were a lot of problems with manufacturers who had local dashboards. So just a web page you'd open on the web hotspot. People were just forwarding that to the internet without any access control. So people, for a while, you could kind of search on Google for hotspots and kind of get dashboards from random people and kind of reboot stuff. There were some rootkits, so security was quite bad. So we wanted to make sure that we wouldn't repeat that. And for us, that means sending the data to our servers remotely. We also wanted to offer this data through various ways, so not just one dashboard. So we wanted to offer it through an app, through a dashboard, through our partners like you, because that helps people who have some big deployments and they have multiple vendor deployments. All those people want to get live data from their hotspots. And also we think it's important for a public network, so where people are deploying IoT devices. They should know what's going on around them. So if their device is not connected to the network, they should be able to get diagnostics data, or at least some information about the hotspot that their device is using. I think this is, and Helium doesn't really provide enough details on Explorer. So if you go there, you just see that the hotspot is maybe witnessing other hotspots, but you don't see many other details. They are improving this now with 5G, but on the IoT side, that was still lacking. So that was the reason. And for us, it was like a no-brainer to partner with Hotspotty, because you guys have the most integrated platform of all. You can go on your site and do simulations, you can manage rewards, you can understand reward scaling, which is something not everyone uses, and even Helium refers that to your site. So that's really, I mean, it was, yeah, simple option to go with you.
That's great to hear. Thank you. Thank you for trusting us. It's just the beginning. We really hope to keep improving and providing much more for the community. Yeah. So I would like to also, we have some questions here that some people are asking about. If you can provide more details about the information that you have already provided to us through your API. So if you can just explain a little bit about that, would be amazing.
So yeah, so this is what we currently offer. Jelle already went over this before. So if we go here on status, just get diagnostics. So this diagnostics is data that is updated every 15 minutes from the hotspot directly. It's sent to our cloud, and then Hotspotty receives this data every hour. So all these 15-minute reports of the hotspot, and that's what you see here in the internet connection health history. So it's all these reports that hotspot has been collecting over this 24-hour period. It's some people ask what is the internal connection and external connection. So internal just means that it's connected to your like Wi-Fi router or your internet router, and external is all the way to the internet. And we do this just to help people diagnose internal problems, because like if you have a firewall enabled, for example, you would see that the internal connection is good, but then the external has failed. So this is just to help people. Also, internet connection type is useful. We're showing Wi-Fi right now, but this is the information that we can add to, so we can easily extend this data, and we'll be extending it with more information in the future. Like Wi-Fi, it can kind of indicate what's the signal quality, for example. That is a typical problem where the Wi-Fi signal is just too weak and the hotspot keeps failing to connect. So something we can add there, and you will see it in a future update. You will also see like stuff like the last LoRa packet received. Here we'll have some details about the last LoRa packet. So what kind of device was it? Was it like a beacon, or was it an IoT device? You'll be able to see it. We have to kind of manage the information to keep it not to evade privacy. So we have to keep it anonymized a little bit, but we try to make it still helpful. Then you have the RAM, which is important if you want to kind of consider future upgrades to the hotspot. And the SD card also, one detail is that here you see the quantity, and this is the model number. But if the card adds some problem, you would see a error message here. So to say error, just you know that the card is not writing anymore, or that the lifetime is finished. If I click on here, so we can see the temperature is okay, 36.2. If you click on maybe this one here, let's see, let's run diagnostics. Yeah, so the temperature is a little bit higher again. This isn't a problem. The temperature will only be a problem when it reaches 80 degrees centigrade. That's where the CPU of the miner will start throttling, and you might miss some beacons, but it's still good information. But we are going to extend this data, so you'll see more stuff about LoRa packet received, more stuff about the connection to the internet as well.
I'm interested to see, like in like January, February, we go to like code places and just play around with the RAK hotspots there, like in a code region, and see how coded the CPU can be.
Yeah, that would be cool. And yeah, maybe we can have historical data in the future as well. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's super cool. I'm super excited that this was live.
Yeah, it's been a great work, and it's all free, so it's available to everyone. You don't need to be a subscriber of Hotspotty. You can just go on Hotspotty and check it, as you can do for reward scaling and all the other super useful features that you guys have.
Well, if you want to be a subscriber, we are more than happy, but through this partner, for sure, but through this partnership, this integration has been sponsored by RAK, so it's free for the community. And we still have plans for the future that Joseph probably is gonna share a little bit. I'm not sure if Max or Danny wants to make any kind of comment or say something before that.
I think what sucks
No.
is that you don't, all the other
No.
manufacturers don't have this, so you can't click on their hotspots and get information.
Yeah, I mean that on a good side is a good reason to go and buy RAK hotspots instead of other manufacturers, right? You guys add so many other cool things.
Yeah, we try to. Definitely.
We are also working on adding the same information to the Hotspot Connect app so that you can use this from the mobile. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things coming up. I can't wait to show you guys.
Yeah, me too. And I just want to say thank you again for Jose, because it's been a real pleasure working with you. It's a really reliable maker, and that's something very important when you were considering to buy your hotspots. And we are planning to have some kind of giveaway with RAK. So we keep you posted, guys, as soon as we have it.